here I am starting off my bread. Wanted to get this on video to show Michigan Snow Pony and some other friends how I did my bread. I've already put my dry ingredients in here, water and my yeast and my sugar, and I just wanted to proof it a little bit. I had it in the microwave just because it's dark and kind of quiet in there for it. And it's obviously proofing rather well. It's got a nice, I don't know if you can see it, a nice kind of a head on it. So basically I just wanted to do that on the side. And so basically I lock my KitchenAid and get it stirring. And I'm going to do it, I'm going to let my KitchenAid do all my hard work for me. I'm going to let it go for 15 minutes, just about. 15 minutes tops are usually all it takes. I'll put it on maybe a medium speed once I get some of that flour incorporated. And I'll come back to you when I have it all mixed up. Alright, well, it has been running for about 12 minutes now, and it's ready now. I'll show you how I know. When it looks like it's trying to escape. I thought it was just, it's funny, I needed to show you. I'll periodically pull it down a little bit and get it back down where it needs to be. Get back in there. Alright, it's done. It's been actually about 12 minutes. I know it's done because I've done a window pane test. And here's my window. And it's hard to do this with one hand. But you can actually see through it without it breaking. You see how it's like a window pane? It stretches like elastic. I usually do it with 2 fingers or 2 hands, but there you go. I don't know about the light showing there, but that's a good elasticity. There you go. Of course it's going to break when I pull too far, but that's good. So I'm going to ball this up, and I'm going to take some olive oil here, and I'm going to pat the outside, coat the inside of my bowl with it. Now this dough is a little bit sticky. You can see how it sticks a little bit, but it's not unbearably so. It's not out of control sticky. That's really what you want. So let me show you after I get the ball wadded up. Here's the bottom side of the ball. This is where I have taken it and kind of pulled the whole thing taut on the top, and so it gathered it underneath. So the top is a nice solid surface where it can stretch and puff and fill up with air and not break. So now I'm going to put it in the bowl. Here's my oil. I have some olive oil I've put in that bowl. Now I'm going to put it in top side down to get the top coated nicely, and then kind of roll it around in that oil. Oops, see how slippery and slidey it is? So basically that's going to moisturize the outside of it. I believe that's why we do this. To keep it from drying out a little bit while it's rising. Happy ball of dough. And now I'm going to use the wonderful trick that was explained by Pretend Farmer Girl. I believe that's how you say it, her call name, and introduced to me by Michigan Snow Pony. Thank you very much. I love this. I'm going to take a bowl and I'm going to fill it with very hot water, which we have very hot water at the tap. And then I'm going to place my metal KitchenAid bowl into that hot water, and that's going to help it to rise lovely fast and without the hours of waiting that I'm used to doing. That's probably too much, but just basically so that I put the bowl in there, it doesn't displace it out, but it will displace a bit, and cover it up with a towel. I'm going to need 2 hands to get it off my mixer. I'm going to show you in just a second. After some struggle, I got it off of the mixer stand, and here it is in the bowl of warm water, and I will come back to this. I'll come and check it after an hour. No, a lot of people just wait an hour, but I know a lot of times my wheat takes longer, so I'm hoping this will actually only take an hour. Alright. It's actually been 2 hours, and look how poofy it is. It's happy in its nice little water bath. After an hour, it wasn't done, and so I thought, well, let's give it the 2. But honestly, this is way faster of a rise than what I had done previously. So this hot water bath really helped. After an hour, I changed it back out with hot water again, just replenished it. And my sidekick. It is a very good thing. I'm really pleased with this. So now the step to do would be to punch down to redistribute the air all throughout your dough. So, poof! Kind of fun. Hee hee. And then I'm going to take it out of here, and I'm going to put it on my counter. If it needs to be dusted with some flour, I will. A lot of times, since it's so oiled up, it doesn't need that. I'm going to roll it out, and then I'll get it into my pan, and I'll show you how I do that. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out into kind of a flat rectangle. But basically what I'm trying to do here is just get my dough to match the width of the pan. See that? Now I don't know if that angle is going to show you really what you need to see. Maybe the perspective is a little off, but basically it's just roll it out. It's not a perfect science here. So basically you want it to be about as wide as your pan. I got a little bit wider, but it'll heal. Roll it up like a log. And now we're going to see the seam is at the bottom. I'm going to really smush down these edges, tuck them under. So I tucked it under like that. I'm going to pinch it up so it kind of sticks together. Take it under here, just give it some reinforcement, pinch it. Sometimes it doesn't really stick together very well. It's got a lot of oil on it, so it's not going to blend 100%, but it's better than nothing. It's not going to really go anywhere once it's in the pan. Now I'm going to lay it in my pan, center it. Let me pick it up here so you can see it's in the pan nicely. And then we'll let it sit and rise again. And I'm going to put it in my sink with hot water this time. Or maybe, oh, actually I'll use a Pyrex dish with hot water in it. Same technique, just with the pan this time. Let it rise again. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap that's been oiled on the bottom side so it won't stick, and I can peel it off and it won't mess up my rise. So I'll let you back in a little bit. Alright, here it is in its little bath of water. I put some saran wrap over it, and what I've done is I sprayed the inside or the bottom layer of this saran wrap with cooking oil. And that just helps it so it doesn't stick. And then when like I said, when it rises up, and I'll come in and kind of periodically ease it so it's not stuck to the side and holding it down too. But it'll be easy to get it off without it breaking all the bubbles and so forth inside. Yet again, my sidekick. Well, there it is. It's risen. It's a little bit lopsided there, but I'm happy with that rise. It's been actually 2 hours. I got caught up in a TV show. But I'm really tickled with how much it's risen. I've actually had it go 4 hours before and still not had this much rise out of it, especially with the heavier wheat bread, and this is a whole wheat bread, so I'm very, very pleased. Now it's my home ground wheat. We have a mill that we've used, and it is just some of the best bread you've ever tasted in your life. It's for a sandwich bread especially. It's just perfect. Now I'm going to put it in the oven for 375, 25 minutes, and about halfway through I'm going to throw some foil over top of it to help prevent it from getting too dark. I don't care for it to get too dark. So, thanks a lot. You'll check it out when it comes out. Alright. That is my bread. I can get it out of that loaf pan now. so that it can cool off on the rack. Got a touch darker than I like. I took it out at, what was it, 23 minutes. But I think it's going to be wonderful. I can't wait to cut into it. But I should wait. That's the hardest part. Am I doing it right? What are you doing on top of the refrigerator? Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, that's how I go about it. Makes a real good sandwich loaf. I'm real pleased with that one. See how it tastes. Might have over rose just a touch. I can tell just on the top here it feels a little hollow. Might be okay, but it feels a little bit hollow, so I think it might have over rose a little tiny bit at the top, but hey, that's doable. I'll take it. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.